If you're planning to start a business in Rhode Island, forming an LLC is one of the smartest ways to protect yourself legally and make your business look more professional. In today's video, we are going to show you how to register an LLC in Rhode Island even if you are a complete beginner. We will also help you decide whether to file it yourself or use a formation service like Northwest to make the entire process hassle-free. We will cover this in more detail later in the video. Before we begin our journey, let's first answer the question, what exactly is an LLC? An LLC, or Limited Liability Company, is a business structure that combines the liability protection of a corporation with the flexibility and simplicity of a sole proprietorship or partnership. It's easy to manage and offers personal asset protection, which is why it's one of the most popular business structures in the United States. The question is, why form an LLC in Rhode Island? For one, you have personal liability protection. That means your personal assets like your home, car, and savings are generally protected if your business faces any trouble. And then you have a flexible management and tax option. Depending on your situation, you can choose the tax classification that works best for your financial goals, which can help optimize how your business is taxed. And of course, you have Rhode Island's business environment. This creates opportunities for innovation, partnerships, and long-term business growth, making it a great place to launch or expand your company. And then you have affordable initial filing. The state continues to develop key industries like healthcare, finance, and marine sectors. Your first step is picking a name for your LLC. Now, you want to make sure that your LLC name meets the Rhode Island's naming rules. And number one is it should include Limited Liability Company, LLC or L.C. or LTD. Now, you should avoid any restricted words like bank, insurance, government, or bureau unless you have approval. Okay, so it should be clearly distinguishable from any existing business entities registered in Rhode Island to prevent rejection during the filing process. And how would you know it? To verify the name availability, all I have to do is very simple. Go to the Rhode Island Department of State database, type in your desired business name, to make sure your name isn't already taken. If no matching results, that means your name is available and good to go. And of course, you can reserve that name for 120 days by filing a name reservation. Optional fee applies. Once you've secured your LLC name, it's a good idea to secure a domain for your business right away. You can do this through hosting services like Hostinger or Namecheap. Feel free to use our affiliate links in the video description below to get started. Next is choosing a registered agent. Now, a registered agent is someone who receives all the important legal and state documents. They must have a physical address in Rhode Island. P.O. Box are not allowed. They must be available during normal business hours, and if you wanted to be a registered agent of your own, you can do that provided you meet all the state legal requirements. Or maybe you can hire someone you trust like a friend or a family or an individual. But what we highly suggest is to hire a professional formation service like Northwest Registered Agent for privacy and convenience, because they will handle all the paperwork for you. Now, it's time to officially create and form your LLC in Rhode Island by filing the Articles of Organization. Now, you can do this two ways. Number one option is by mail, which is kind of a slower option. But what we highly suggest is to file it online. All I have to do is very simple. Go to the Secretary of State's online business filing portal. There is going to be a $150 filing fee. You should include your LLC name, agent information, management structure, and pay the fee. Now, processing can take a few days online. And again, it's longer by mail. And expect approximately 5 to 7 business days for approval once submitted. Rhode Island doesn't require an operating agreement, but it's a great idea, especially for multi-member LLCs. Now, An operating agreement outlines the ownership, it sets rules for running the LLC, it helps prevent disputes, and you keep copies with your LLC records for the future. Next is we need to get an EIN or employer identification number through the IRS website. Basically, it's like a social security number for your LLC. You need an EIN to open a business bank account, hire employees, file taxes, and it would just take a few minutes. Now, the next step is about making sure your business is properly registered for taxes and required licenses. Now, this step is very important because it keeps your LLC compliant and avoids future penalties. Number one option is about the Rhode Island Division of Taxation. You must register to ensure you're meeting all the state tax obligations because this registration allows to track payroll taxes and other business-related taxes tied to your LLC operating in Rhode Island. And of course, the Rhode Island Combined Online Registration. This system lets you apply for multiple accounts in one place. And of course, using this portal saves time and keeps all your registration organized from the start. Next is the industry-specific permits. Rhode Island does not require a general statewide business license. However, depending on your industry, you may still need some professional licenses, special operating permits, and regulatory approvals. And the last is about the local city and county requirements. Again, even though the state may not require a general license, local governments might. So always check your city or municipal office to confirm if you need. Because registering for state taxes and securing the right licenses ensures your LLC operates legally and smoothly. Taking time to complete these registrations now helps prevent fines, delays, or compliance issues later. That's why traditional filing, while it's cost-effective, it really is time-consuming, full of paperwork, and hiring a registered agent, while it is also a good option, it can be very expensive. But what if I told you there is a better solution like using a formation service called Northwest? Northwest Registered Agent is a company that provides business formation services in the US without hiring an attorney or a registered agent because they guide you through all these steps to create corporations, nonprofits, especially LLC, and any other business entity in any state in the US, including Rhode Island. Now, the good news is if you haven't signed up with Northwest yet, you can use our affiliate link in the video description to get started. As you can see, there are just a few simple steps we need to complete to form an LLC right away. Don't worry, this process is super simple, and let's begin with the Order tab. This is essentially the summary of what you are purchasing from Northwest. It shows the service you selected, which is LLC formation, and the state where you are forming your LLC, and of course, the total cost before payment. Now think of this as your checkout overview. The company section collects the basic details about your business. It includes the LLC name, and if you want to send a copy of any legal notices to your attorney, and of course, the business address. Now, this information is used to officially create your LLC with the state. Now, in terms of the management section, this is how you define your LLC. You can choose from a member manage, which means owners like you runs the business, or a manager manage, which means a manager that you hired runs the business for you. Now, if you are not sure what management type to choose, just click the question mark icon because this helps you determine who has the authority to make decisions for the LLC. Now, if you want to add names of members or managers, you can do so. Don't worry because Northwest keeps this information private. Now, if you want to add some services like tax ID, S corporation, premium mail service, you can do that. However, if you want to skip all these, you can do that if you prefer to handle them yourself. Now, the account section is where you create your Northwest online dashboard. Provide your email address, set a password, confirm login details, because once you've done that, your account lets you access state documents, receive compliance alerts, view scanned mail, and legal notices. Now, the final step where you complete your order is the payment section. You can review the credit or debit card details, the total cost, and of course, the final confirmation before submission. Because once paid, congratulations, Northwest files your LLC with the state. And that's it on how to register an LLC in Rhode Island, which is a straightforward and entrepreneur-friendly process, which is clear, costs are reasonable, and ongoing requirements are manageable for most business owners. Take your time to complete each step correctly, and once you're set up, you can focus on what matters most, growing and running your business successfully. But if you want a hassle-free process with reliable support, Northwest makes it super simple. They handle the paperwork, act as your registered agent, and keep your personal information private. While you can file your LLC yourself through the Alabama Secretary of State, using a service like Northwest saves you time, avoids mistakes, and gives you peace of mind, especially if this is your first LLC. Now, if you are ready to start, check the link in the description to get your Alabama LLC registered with Northwest today. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again in the next video.